E aí, gamers, tudo bem com vocês? Eu sou o Paulo, o pior jogador do mundo. Para que eu mantenha esse canal na completa desordem, se por pura insanidade você curte meu conteúdo, curta e compartilhe esse vídeo e principalmente se inscreva nesse que é o pior canal de vídeos da internet. Tem outras gameplays no canal, confere aí. E hoje vamos continuar Open Roads. Então relaxa na poltrona, na cama, no sofá, no puff, na cadeira de praia, no banquinho de madeira, no tijolo, na calçada onde você estiver. E vamos nessa! Bom, parei aqui no quarto de motel, né? Que elas pararam aí pra seguir viagem para o Canadá. E a mamãe quer que eu arrume meu quarto para me preparar para a mudança na próxima semana. Demorou um pouco, mas estou quase lá. Só faltam algumas coisas para riscar da minha lista de afazeres. Ela saiu para buscar um lanche para mim. Então vamos dar uma olhada aqui que tem aqui. Tem pacote
Oh,
de
how
café.
lovely. Dirt-flavored water. No thanks.
Descafeinado. Não tem nada. Temos
Ooh,
aqui um
a visitor's
panfleto.
guide. Oh. Um.
Não. Não abre mais nenhuma. Sem nenhum canal. Nova mensagem. Papai, eita, assim, espero que tenha tido um bom dia. Trabalhei até tarde hoje, amanhã nos falamos. Saudade sempre, papai. Oi, pai. E aí, Tessinha? Vou cruzar a fronteira do Canadá e quis dizer oi. Canadá? Por quê? Encontramos pistas na casa de veraneio do vovô e vovó e achamos que deve ter outra pista no lugar lá no Canadá. Aí vamos verificar. Tess, você tá caçando o ouro do contrabandista sem mim? Ah, talvez. Haha, né? Vamos ver o que achamos. Ansioso para saber tudo quando você voltar. Também quero muito falar com você. Eu tinha uma pergunta sobre você, mamãe. Sinto uma chateação chegando, mas ok. Você sempre disse que a mamãe te pediu para ir embora. E é por isso que você não mora com a gente. Mas a mamãe disse que foi você que quis ir embora. Fiquei confusa. Ela disse isso. Foi de comum acordo, filha. Apareceu uma oportunidade boa aqui e tive que vir. Eu entendi porque sua mãe não quis vir junto e tá tudo bem. Foi por isso que você saiu de casa e da Video Galaxy e todo o resto? Não é a mesma coisa sem você aqui ou na loja. A loja deve estar bem melhor sem mim. Quem quer um pai como chefe? Mas com você a loja era tão divertida. As vitrines, o concurso de fantasia do Dia das Bruxas, os jogos de cinema, o novo gerente é um saco. E qual foi a GDE oportunidade aí? A grande oportunidade? Eu vim pra cá por causa de uma oportunidade de negócios. Estou na fase de investimento. Quero muito te contar, mas quero ver se vai dar certo mesmo. Quero que tudo esteja perfeito antes de te contar. Mas lembra de quando você era pequena e estava desenhando um caderno e me deixava olhar até estar tudo pronto? Eu ainda tenho aquele caderno aqui. E você não queria que eu visse até estar tudo perfeito. Aqui é a mesma coisa. Você ainda tem? Sim, nunca quis me separar dele. Só não quero queimar a largada e te decepcionar depois. Você entende, né, filha? Sim, doida para saber mais. Em breve, espero. Tenho que voltar aqui. Te amo, Tessinha. Te amo também. Mensagem para Francine. Frank, sobrevivemos à casa abandonada. E estava assombrada? Muito. Meu Deus! Quantos fantasmas você viu? Nada além de fantasmas por toda parte. Ah, eu quero ver um fantasma. Por falar em sinistro, como a sua mãe reagiu quando contou de Nevada? Cala a boca, ainda não contei. Por que você está obcecada por isso? Você tem que contar pra ela. E se ela não te deixar ir? Vou contar, ela vai deixar. Conta agora. Vou contar na hora certa. Quando? Não sei. E aí, achou que estava procurando? Sim e não. Amanhã vamos para o Canadá. Quê? É, a gente achou coisas sobre quem era meu avô de verdade. Vamos ver se achamos mais sobre ele. Quê? Você pode ser parte canadense? É, meu sangue é um quarto xarope de bordo. Eu te conto quando voltarmos para casa. O sinal aqui é péssimo. Vamos passar a noite num motel sinistro. Muito maneiro. Que maneiro. É velho e retrô. Mamãe foi comprar hambúrguer pra mim. Que legal. Você já olhou se não tem nada estranho em volta do seu quarto? Muito provavelmente tem. Se achar algo estranho, te mando mensagem. Colocar o celular no bolso. A Francine quer saber se tem coisas estranhas aqui. Vou mandar uma mensagem de texto para ela se encontrar algo interessante. Minha mochila.
Hey, it's burger time. How's that homework coming along?
Fine. How was the restaurant?
Overpriced. But I guess that's the price you pay for convenience. Here's your burger.
Thanks.
Enjoy. I'm gonna call August.
Tell her I said hi.
August? Guess where I am? At a motel in Powhatan. Tess and I took a little road trip. She says hi. We paid a visit to the old summer house. You remember the summer house? Mobile home. Yes, it's still there. Anyway, we came away with some questions about Mom and Dad.
O hambúrguer é meu rival e eu vou derrotá-lo. Oh, derrotei o poderoso hambúrguer. Ver se temos mais alguma coisa aqui pra fazer. No quarto. Se tem alguma coisa sinistra. Sempre tem uma Bíblia, né? Bíblia Sagrada. Seus comprimidos na mala da minha mãe. De quê? Fluoxetina. Não sei o que é. Também não. Melhor parar de mexer nas coisas de sua mãe. Camisa de dormir da minha mãe. O que é camisa de dormir? Os adultos sempre têm. Geralmente é de um show ou da faculdade. E de qual é? A universidade da minha mãe. Que maneiro. Não sei, às vezes eu penso em começar a trabalhar quando sair do ensino médio. Mas minha mãe vai surtar. Você vai odiar. Quê? Sua mãe tá certa. Melhor você fazer faculdade e depois você trabalha. Escola demora. Vou estar com 1000 anos quando me formar. Sim, mas os garotos também. Garotos de 1000 anos? Sim, múmias. Vou me calar, mas você devia fazer. Você é inteligente? Tem que mostrar pra eles.
Do you think, could Dad have... Yeah, she's here. Hold on. She wants to talk to you. I'm going out for a smoke, back in a few.
Hello, Teresa.
Hi, Aunt August.
This is all... It's pretty crazy, huh?
Yeah, that's one word for it.
How do you feel about it?
Honestly, I'm not sure.
Me neither. It's so surreal.
I can't imagine Grandma having an affair, but I also don't think she would have if it wasn't the right thing to do.
Yeah, it seems pretty out of character, but she was an interesting person. My dad... I was still pretty young when our dad died. For your mom, I think this is all a lot harder on your mom than on me. I never really knew him.
I'm sorry.
It's alright. I've spent enough on therapy to almost be over it. Did you guys find anything out there? I haven't been since we were kids.
We found your old friend, Nightshade.
Oh, Nightshade. I'd forgotten about him.
Kind of a spooky name.
Yeah, I was a spooky kid. You know, our dad dying really did shake me up. Nightshade was to try and fill that void, I guess.
That must have been hard.
Yeah. What about the house? What was it like?
It was pretty beat up.
Yeah. I'm surprised it was still standing.
I guess part of me hoped we could just move out there.
Move out there? Oh my gosh. You're breaking my heart. You'd rather live in the middle of nowhere than in Chicago?
What?
With me, in the townhouse. Didn't your mom say?
No. What about Mom? Can she stay with you?
Of course, both of you, but she doesn't want to.
What do you mean?
She... Look, you should talk to her about it. It isn't my place.
Why didn't...
Oh, hold on. Work is calling. I gotta go. Love you, Teresa.
Love you too, Aunt August.
Vou ajudar meu pai com o jantar. Boa viagem pro Canadá. Não deixe o alce te morder. Só.
And Jocelyn is looking at him, and it's so obvious that she forgot her line, and of course she did, because she only got off book a few days before, and he's just staring at her.
Uh-huh.
And Todd needs her to say it, otherwise the whole scene makes no sense, and it's dead quiet. It's opening night! And so then, she just says, "Who are you? The Pirate of Penzance?" Tess,
What?
are you even listening to what I'm saying?
Yeah, Pirates of the Caribbean. I'm listening.
If you want to just drive quietly for a while, that's fine. I can do that.
Essa viagem tá um tédio. Como será que estão o papai e a Francine?
Wait, where's my cell phone? Did I leave it in my backpack? Oh no.
What?
My cell phone. I left my cell phone at the hotel.
Are you sure?
Yes, I looked everywhere. It's not in the glove box. It's not in my backpack. I don't have the charger either. I must have left it on the charger at the hotel. I need my phone.
Tess, we have been driving for over an hour already. We are not driving all the way back to the motel just so you can have your phone for one day.
You don't understand! I just need it.
That's not much of a reason.
Mom, we have to turn around. We haven't been driving for an hour.
Yes, we have. We left 1 hour and 18 minutes ago.
Well, we can drive faster on the way back.
I am not breaking the speed limit and getting pulled over and getting a ticket because you can't wait till tonight to get
You know, I wouldn't have left my phone there if it wasn't for you. You were lying to me. And I was so distracted. And now you won't even go back and...
Hold on. I was lying to you? When was I lying to you?
You didn't tell me we could stay with August. Why would you just lie to me and say August was unwilling to help us?
I didn't lie. She doesn't want to help. Helping would be buying the house, and when I asked, she said no.
But she offered to let us stay with her.
And I said no. There's a million reasons why that's a bad idea.
At least we'd be sleeping in a bed and not a car.
We aren't gonna sleep in the car. I'll figure something out.
Aren't you concerned? We have no plan. You have no plan.
I have a plan. Money might be tight, but it's not like I don't have a job.
Why don't you like August?
Excuse me? Where did you get that idea?
You always act like she's a pain when she's just trying to help. It's like you're jealous of her.
First of all, I am not jealous of her. It's a lot easier to make money when you live by yourself, especially if you're so far away. Your own family is an afterthought. I had to do all the work for Grandma. August just stayed in Chicago.
You're making her sound so selfish. She's not like that.
You've never lived with her, Tess. It's not gonna be like your little vacation. August thinks she knows what's best for everyone. I can't be around someone like that every day.
Wow, I can't imagine what that feels like. Do you think you're the only person with problems and the rest of us are just running around doing whatever? You're exhausting. No wonder Dad left.
Don't bring your dad into this.
Why not? Why can't we talk about Dad? Actually talk about Dad for once. The divorce,
I don't want to have this discussion right now.
Fine. You don't want to have this discussion? I'll just find out when I go to Nevada.
What?
When I see Dad when I go next month.
You're not going to Nevada next month.
Yes, I am. I already have the tickets.
What do you mean? With what money?
From my business, I'm going.
From your business. I can't believe you. That you would go behind my back?
If you just told me what was happening, I wouldn't have to. I wouldn't have to ask Dad to tell me the truth.
The truth? Please. Oh, so that's what this is all about, huh? You want to know what's the truth? Fine. Here's the truth. The divorce wasn't mutual. I divorced him. Your father announced he was going to Reno to become a full-time gambler and expected me to say, "Oh, sure, honey. Feel free to abandon me and my daughter and dying mother to try out your next get-rich-quick scheme." What kind of person would think a marriage could work with that kind of distance? So then I have to be the bad guy, just like always. He gets to run away and be the fun parent, and I have to be the mean mom and do all the work. So I divorced him. I'm sure he's just as proud of his new job as I am, and that's why you're hearing about it now. So sure, go to Nevada, ask him all about it. I'm sure he'll tell you the truth.
Além de perder meu celular, agora a mamãe e eu brigamos. Que saco. Acho que vamos ficar aqui em silêncio até chegarmos a essa casa flutuante ridícula. Nossa, que viagem legal. Contém sarcasmo. Penso. Aqui tá falando como é que vai fazer o trajeto.
It's a dead end.
It's not a dead end. We just have to get out and walk.
Where, Tess?
I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out. I think it's through here. Thanks for the help, by the way.
Look, I know you're upset. We both are. Let's just get in, see what we can find about Pierre, and get out. Before I change my mind.
Agreed.
Bem, parece que finalmente chegamos à casa flutuante que vimos na foto, provavelmente do homem misterioso, também conhecido como Pierre Lautré. Tudo o que encontramos aqui valerá a pena. A casa flutuante é uma palafita, na verdade, né? Pier. Que a gente está impedido de ir. Ali tem uma... Não sei se é uma casa. Enfim, parece um...
How are we supposed to get on board?
Maybe there's something around here we can use.
Queremos atravessar para o barco, mas se tentarmos saltar o vão, quebraremos a perna. Talvez haja algo por aqui que dê para usar para atravessar. Mas vamos aqui nessa casa primeiro, vou ver se dá para entrar por aqui. Dá para entrar nessa casa também. Fechado. Aqui não tem para onde ir. Ah, tem uma tábua, tá vendo? Essa tábua que a gente vai usar. Mas vamos ver se dá para abrir aqui.
Pierre!
Pierre!
Pierre was here.
Looks like we're on the right track.
Ela. Pierre. Isca de pesca. Um outro prato. E são pratos. Não vou ficar explorando não, que a gente já explorou vários. A caneca também. Facas. Ferramenta. Garrafa. Bati minha mão. Um chapéu. Mais iscas. Banheiro, mas tá muito escuro.
This is so stupid.
Vou ver a tábua.
We're trespassing. We need to go back home.
But
What if you fall off and break your neck, Tess? Or who knows what's even in that boat? Or if the floorboards are all rotted, or...
But we're already here. And the trailer home...
Mobile home.
The mobile home was fine. I just think... If we go back now, what's the point? Don't you want to know what happened to Grandma? To find Pierre?
Okay, fine. You stay here, and I'll see what I can find.
No, you can't go in without me.
Don't tell me what I can't do, Tess. No matter how grown-up you think you might be, I'm still your mother.
You're right. I'm sorry. We've done all of this so far together. I just don't want to give that up.
All right. We'll do it together, but I should go first.
No, I should go.
No way! What if you fall off?
I could say the same to you. I should go first. I'm not gonna let my poor, aged mother walk across a rickety bridge before I'm sure it's safe.
Let's flip a coin. Call it heads or tails.
Tails. I won!
Just be careful and stay away from the edge.
Aqui não tem nada.
Quite the party boat Pierre had going on here.
No kidding.
I kind of want to clean up the rest of these.
Ugh, why?
It just feels like the right thing to do.
That seems kind of futile. Gonna clean up the rest of this boat, too?
Maybe I will.
Ah, tem como descer aqui. Então provavelmente vai estar fechada aquela parte da frente. A gente vai ter que descer. Não, tá aberto. Vai estar escuro demais. Fiquei surpreso ao receber outra carta sua tão cedo. Uma casa flutuante é até romântico. Viver na água assim. Mas você não acha que ficará pequeno para nós dois, mas as crianças, uma delas adolescente? Você não poderia ter me escrito antes de tomar essa decisão? Ainda estamos aqui, esperando a poeira baixar. Enquanto continuo animada e em recomeçar nossa vida, comecei a ter preocupações. Como as meninas reagirão? Com tudo o que passaram, o que os meus pais vão achar de nós simplesmente desaparecermos? Coitada da mamãe, ela já perdeu um genro, não terá gente atrás de nós? Tem certeza de que não tem outro jeito? Meio Ellen, meio mal escrito, meio mal traduzido.
A letter from Grandma.
Can you imagine if my mother had actually moved us up here to stay?
I'd be Canadian.
You wouldn't even exist.
Whoa. What?
Well, who knows if I would have had a daughter if my whole life had changed back then. I certainly wouldn't have met your father.
Wow. So, this is like looking into an alternate reality. I'd like to live in another reality.
Like what?
One where you and Dad were still together? I mean, I just wish you two were able to work things out.
Well, it's not possible. There's no way to that reality from here.
Wow. This is from when Grandma was really young.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen this one.
You look a lot like her.
Really? I always thought I looked more like my father.
Maybe you were just imagining things?
What? Oh, you mean because he might not have been my father? I suppose I can see the resemblance now that I think about it.
You have her smile.
Tem alguma coisa no armário? Uma revista. A revista do Homem Cavaleiro, outubro de 68. 12 páginas do Tato com Garotas da Islândia. Agora está boa noite, Kamikaze Richard.
Wow. Cool.
Tess, don't touch that!
Why not? It's just as grimy as anything else in this boat. Plus, I want to find out what the winter campus fashions were in 1968.
You don't know where that's been.
It's literally been right here for 30 years.
I mean before that. Like... Never mind. And I think it was fringed jackets.
The winter campus fashions in 1968?
And patterned tights. But really? Put that down.
Mas ela tem razão.
It's locked. This must be where the money is.
I seriously doubt that, but regardless, we'll have to...
Can I just kick it in?
I'd say you're free to try, but I don't want you hurting yourself.
How sturdy can it be? Ow. All right, pretty sturdy.
O escritório do Pierre, o que quer que esteja lá dentro, pode acabar com tudo isso. Claro, está trancado. Nada é fácil. Caneca. Cinzeiro.
Boy,
Chapéu de capitão.
really getting into the sea captain persona, aren't we? Did the boat ever even leave this dock?
Isqueiro, óculos. Um bilhete ali.
Cool. Nobody to spy on, though.
Recibo. Recebido por Pierre, 3.000 pela casa flutuante. Ele vendeu a casa.
$3,000 for a houseboat?
Are you saying that's a lot or a little?
A little? Only $3,000 for a boat you can live on? It's a house and a boat. That's two whole things for just $3,000. Some people don't even have one thing.
It does seem like he probably got a pretty good deal.
Do you think the boat had something wrong with it?
Maybe Pierre just drove a hard bargain.
Isso aqui. Não é nada. Bom, vamos descer. Cá não dá, né? Tá. O porão aqui, mas aparentemente não dá pra descer. Aqui tá trancado. A gente vai descer aquela escada de trás. Vamos lá.
Dodge this.
Chapéu. Que provavelmente ele pescava, né? Igual Silent
like
Hill,
Silent Hill.
lógico nesse.
What?
Oh, it's this video game we played at Francine's house. It's a horror game. She really likes that stuff.
Seriously, Tess? You're thinking about video games right now?
It's foggy in the game.
Oh.
Não tem mais nada. Essa porta aqui eu vou tentar abrir. Ela abriu. Vamos ver aqui agora. Aqui é a escada aqui. Tá ferrada lá pra cima. Temos um pente. Banheiro, um chuveiro. Acho que não tem mais nada. Muito escuro. No quarto.
Oh, it's for 4 players. Sorry, Pierre.
Que abre alguma coisa? Tem alguma coisa ali, peraí. Não. A carta. Por favor, não fale sobre as ideias tolas da minha cabeça. Minhas preocupações estão longe de serem tolas, isso afeta a todos nós. Você disse que teremos tudo o que sempre quisemos, mas não fui eu que decidi fugir pela fronteira e mandar a bola da Eren recolher sua vida toda. A boba da Eren de recolher sua vida toda. Além de suas filhas, assim, num piscar de olhos. Não importa quanto dinheiro haja envolvido. Eu quero coisas que o dinheiro não pode comprar. As amizades que prezo desde a infância, meu relacionamento com meus pais e irmãos, um trabalho satisfatório em que posso ajudar pessoas, minhas filhas crescendo na companhia amorosa de seus avós e os amigos delas. Essas são coisas que você perde para desistir, mas em troca de quê? Isolamento? Lugar estranho? Um barco duvidoso? Dinheiro para gastar mais onde? O que isso importa se tudo mais se perder? Ellen.
You tell him, Grandma.
Yeah, not one to mince words.
All those years of writing advice columns paid off, I guess. Kinda nice that she was thinking about you guys, too. Not just uprooting your life, dumping you in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah. I can't imagine what it would have been like to grow up here.
You'd have to learn French.
Sacre bleu.
Oh no, it's already happening.
Isso. Ver se tem mais alguma coisa aqui. Não. Precisa achar a chave daquela do escritório, né? Aqui temos mais um banheiro. Parece uma cozinha, na verdade. Ah, é uma cozinha mesmo. Livro Razão. Dinheiros para mês de viagem, almoço, suprimentos. É.
Boy, he really burned through it.
I can't imagine just spending $40,000 on nothing.
Well, some of it was on this boat.
Yeah, seems like he really loved it.
Can you imagine Grandma living here?
Can you imagine August living here?
Maybe then she would have been a famous painter, because she would have, like, had to paint a bunch of stuff to make it less ugly.
For sure.
And you and Grandma would have had to fish every day.
This is a very tempting scene you're painting.
I'm imagining something like Little House on the Prairie, but on a boat.
Little houseboat on the river?
Rolls off the tongue.
Assaltantes atacam de novo em Porton. Os polícias local e estadual estão procurando um grupo de ladrões que fugiu com uma quantidade desconhecida de dinheiro roubado da alfaiataria Clayman no último sábado à noite. De acordo com a polícia estadual, os homens invadiram a loja por volta da 1h20 da madrugada, arrombaram o cofre e fugiram com um saco com dinheiro. Não houve testemunhas. Estamos pedindo para o comércio da região depositar todo o dinheiro no banco ao fim de cada dia, disse o policial Randall Weston da polícia de Porton. Até prendermos os ladrões é muito arriscado deixar dinheiro na loja de um dia para o outro. A polícia do estado de Michigan tem um telefone para qualquer informação sobre a identidade dos ladrões.
The burglary ring! Mom, Grandma's boyfriend here was a bank robber. Why else would he have this?
Maybe my mother sent it to him.
Why what?
To keep him abreast of current events?
Oh, come on, Mom. Grandma had a thing going with a bank robber. How cool is that?
Well, okay, they didn't rob any banks. It was the jewelry counters at department stores and things like that.
Department store robber doesn't quite have the same ring to it.
And it wasn't robbery, it was burglary.
What's the difference?
A robbery is when you take something from someone under duress. A burglary, you take it when they're unaware. I
É
think.
exatamente isso.
You think?
Listen, it's been a while since I've brushed up on my criminology.
And why are they so sure it was men?
What?
It says the men broke into the store, but there were no witnesses. So how do they know it was men?
You're thinking lady robbers.
Like Catwoman.
I like it. Very cinematic.
Do you think Grandma could have helped?
Are you seriously asking if I think my mother was an accomplice in all this?
On second thought, maybe not. Grandma Helen was too smart to get involved in something like that.
Ah, não vou falar que a minha avó é ladra, né? Principalmente a mãe da minha mãe. Muito escuro e eu não tô... Deixa eu conseguir me enxergar se tem mais coisas aqui pra ver. Livro Razão, acho que não. Temos mais esse cômodo aqui pra explorar. Nada. Vinho. Cigarro. Um recibo.
Wow, that is a lot to spend on whiskey.
$45?
A lot for back then, I mean. Whiskey was more expensive then, too. Plus, judging from the state of this place, this was probably a reoccurring order.
Geez, slow it down, Pierre.
I don't think he was handling my mother's change of heart too well.
With this amount of booze, it doesn't look like he was handling anything too well.
Listen, let's just get back to it. It's cold in this busted old boat.
Aha!
Aí sim! Aí sim! Vamos voltar lá. O escritório. Nada. Opa! Recebi sua última carta, essa é a minha resposta final. Você disse que fez tudo isso por mim, mas não foi. Tudo que você fez foi por você mesmo. Era você quem estava insatisfeito com a nossa casa, nossas economias e sempre quis mais. Você tomou a decisão de ganhar dinheiro ilegalmente. Você decidiu fugir para o Canadá, mas para salvar a própria pele, e só me contou quando já era tarde demais para qualquer coisa que não fosse fazer o que você mandava. Não farei mais. Você diz que são suas filhas também. É claro que são, mas são minhas também. Estou com elas todos os dias, confortando-as em seu luto, tentando consolá-las pela morte do pai delas. tentando ao máximo não deixar a peteca cair. Agora eu me acostumei a isso, a fazer tudo sozinha, a não responder a ninguém, a viver essa nova vida. Estou recuperando o equilíbrio. Estou começando a me sentir bem. Você diz que fará o que for para me ver feliz, que me dará tudo o que eu sempre mereci. Eu não sei como mais posso lhe dizer isso, mas você já deu. Tudo que quero agora é ficar em paz, ser livre para viver essa nova vida com meus próprios meios. Não contacte mais a mim nem as crianças. Acabou para todos nós. Acho que já fomos felizes. Espero que reencontre a felicidade. Ellen.
So I guess that's it. Grandma had enough time on her own. Without Grandpa, without Pierre. She realized she liked things better that way.
Can you blame her?
No, not at all. It was her chance to have her own independence. And who would want to give up their whole life, everything they know, just for some guy? And some money.
People have done worse for less.
Yeah, but Grandma had a problem. Her art, her kid.
Deu uma queda aqui na transmissão, gente, mas é... Peguei uma chave aqui, a chave do correio, tá? Vamos ver se tem mais coisa aqui. Não. Não. As outras não dá pra abrir. Ah, dá. Não tem mais nada. Eu não vi essa caixa de correio na hora que eu entrei, mas vamos lá. Eu não lembro. Ah, é aqui, né? Tem um envelope.
Looks like Pierre tried to mail this, but he messed up the postage or something. Let's crack this bad boy open.
Wait, opening other people's mail? I don't know, Tess.
If this guy was your real father, you're his next of kin, so it's fine.
Is that how that works?
I don't know, probably. Makes sense to me.
I suppose you have a point.
Let's see what we've got here.
Devolver ao remetente. Então, reclamado, tararau. Não chegou, selo insuficiente, não, a carta não chegou ao destino. A quem interessar possa, confesso aqui minha culpa na sucessão de assaltos que resultaram no furto de quase $500 mil. Uau! Trabalhei como inspetor no condado de Green por mais de 10 anos. No jogo de pôquer, em 1966, fui abordado por um homem interessado em plantas baixas e meu conhecimento em troca de dinheiro. Ele e alguns outros visavam lojas de departamento e outras empresas que mantinham grandes somas de dinheiro à noite. Essa relação se desenvolveu e eu fiquei cada vez mais envolvido. Eu recebia 10% dos roubos em troca de informações sobre como esquivar-se a segurança desses estabelecimentos. O tempo foi passando, os estabelecimentos que eles escolhiam iam ficando cada vez mais arriscados. Eu não tinha mais como sair daquele acordo, pois passaram a ameaçar a mim e a minha família. Não vendo outra opção, falsifiquei uma certidão de óbito com formulários que eu roubei do escritório. Fiz com que minha esposa e filhas cruzassem a fronteira com um nome fictício, dando-lhes instruções para me seguirem. Elas nunca o fizeram e eu me arrependo de sequer ter pedido isso a elas. O pouco que restou dos meus lucros eu destruí. Minha esposa, a Ellen, só descobriu sobre meus crimes quando já era tarde. Ela seguiu com a história da minha morte porque não tinha outra opção. Ela é inocente. A decisão de me envolver nessa série de crimes foi totalmente minha. Só peço que me deixem minha esposa e filha em paz. Essa é minha confissão, Leonard Lembros. Peraí. Agora eu fiquei confuso. Vamos ver o que ela vai falar com a mãe.
So Pierre was my dad?
He wrote this whole confession, but it never made it. It's been here ever since.
I can't believe it.
Well, it says right there.
No, I mean rhetorically, Tess. Jeez.
Right.
So my mother wasn't having an affair at all. Or whatever this would have been.
Not except with Grandpa's secret identity.
So my father hadn't died. When we thought he'd had a heart attack. He was just... here. On this dock. We never got to know him. He was just a car ride away. August and I suffered over something that never even happened.
Cara.
Yeah. I'm really sorry, Mom. For your whole life, you thought your dad had just died, and you had to live with that. That really sucks.
I can't believe I can't believe he just abandoned us. All this time, he was here. He gave up his family, his children.
For an old boat and some booze.
I wish I could have talked to him. Just one more time. And my mother living a lie for the rest of her life. I can't even imagine. I just wish I could have talked to her about it. While she was alive.
Wish it didn't turn out this way?
Yeah. If we could have just... She didn't have to carry all this alone. I can't believe she would do that to us, lie to us, her whole life. Why didn't she say anything? Even when we were all grown up.
Maybe she was trying to protect you.
Yeah, maybe. August was so little. But I was old enough to know the truth. I just wish we would have talked.
So, that's it? He spent all his money, tried to send this confession, and disappeared, and he never came back? Do you think he could still be alive?
I don't know. Honestly, I honestly don't care. It doesn't really matter, does it? Either way, he's gone.
You don't want to keep going? Maybe we could find...
No, I think we've found enough.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Mom.
He pretended to die. But he really just left me, like everyone else.
I didn't leave you.
Well, maybe not yet. But your dad...
I thought you said you were the one who kicked Dad out.
I mean... Well, it wasn't quite like that. I guess... Listen. I'll give you the full story in the car. I'm freezing out here.
Yeah, me too.
Tess, thanks for doing this. For coming with me.
Of course.
And for pushing me to find out what happened.
Just doing my job.
I know I haven't been the best mom lately. But I am so lucky to have such an incredible, kind...
Oh, Mom.
beautiful, hard-working...
Stop. You'll make me cry.
Just such an amazing daughter.
I love you, Mom.
I love you too, honey.
Cara, que incrível! O pai dela não tinha morrido, era assaltante. Que reviravolta! Não temos nada pra ver mais. Acho que vou ter que chamar minha mãe. Não vou ligar rádio.
Hey, Mom. I was thinking about something. I wonder what Grandma would say about all this.
Good question. What do you think?
I don't think she'd be too happy. Now, girls, I hid those private things away so people wouldn't find them. I don't know why you couldn't leave well enough alone. Well, if you didn't want people to find it, maybe you should have gotten rid of it. Well, okay. Maybe I did want you to find it. A little bit.
So you asked about what happened with me and Dad.
Uh-huh.
Well, your dad, you know, was always looking for the next thing. Always had a new idea to try that was gonna fix all his problems, our problems. And for a while, it was the video store. And then that sales thing, and then he decided that he was gonna be a professional poker player.
Is that what you meant by full-time gambler?
Yeah. I mean, not really a gambler. He's not playing with his own money. It's all tournaments and stuff. They're playing as a sport.
That's kind of cool.
It's certainly, interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he's following his dreams. He might not make it, but he is going for it.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I never really thought about it in that kind of light.
I mean, I wish he could have been here, but he had a dream, and he had to follow it. I get it.
Right, my little web entrepreneur.
It's like Matt Damon in Rounders.
It's not really like Rounders. I mean, he wins a lot in Rounders, and he's a lot more handsome.
He must really like poker.
He likes it. But I wouldn't say that's the real reason he left. The split came at a really hard time. The theater was doing worse, and I was spending all my time there. Then your grandmother started really declining and needed more and more help. I think when I decided we needed to move in with her to care for her, well, being a full-time caretaker for his mother-in-law was not something your father ever signed up for. So he left for Nevada. He wanted to stay married. Said we could make it work. But by that time...
It was already over.
Yeah, exactly. I realized that this was a pattern that would never really end. Do you blame me for ending it?
No, I get it. You needed his support, and he just ran away. Kind of forced your hand.
Yeah, kind of.
That sucks, Mom. But I do miss him. I'm sorry for buying the tickets.
Oh,
I should have talked to you first. I guess I thought, I don't know, that Dad, explain everything to me in a way that made sense, and that he was living some great life out there.
no, you shouldn't apologize. I'm sorry I didn't tell you earlier. I guess I was embarrassed. That I would have married such a ding-dong. Professional gambler. I didn't want to have to say it out loud. But I guess you can't keep running away from your problems forever.
Now I have these tickets, and I don't know what to do.
I think you should go.
To Reno?
Yeah. I think it would be good for you to hear his side of the story. We may not always get along, but he's not a bad guy. And you guys have a good relationship. You should spend some time with him. I think it'd be good for both of you.
Are you sure, Mom?
Yeah, I'm sure. But it's not over Thanksgiving, right?
Oh, God, no. And Miss August mac and cheese? Fat chance. I'm proud of you, Mom.
For what?
What do you mean, for what? You're kick-ass. How many moms would stop packing up their house to drive their daughter all over Michigan to search for a family secret? Or run their own business, run a community theater? That's pretty cool.
All right. Maybe not the brightest idea from a financial perspective, but it is pretty cool. Thanks, honey. That means a lot. And speaking of businesses, that's pretty impressive that you made enough money to buy a plane ticket.
Yeah, it's exciting that people are willing to pay me. to design websites.
Well, I've seen what you can do, and you do a great job.
Thanks, Mom.
I'm serious. When I saw your web stuff, I mean, I don't always know what I'm looking at, but I know it looks good.
Thanks.
An artist's eye, just like your grandma.
And my mom. But maybe it skipped over my aunt.
Come on, her painting wasn't that bad. Well, I guess I always imagined that you'd go to Ford like Grandma and me. It's silly, but it's not fair of me. God knows I didn't do everything my mom wanted me to do.
Like doing Kurt?
I'm gonna let that double entendre pass right by me. But yeah, it's hard to let go, to see you as an adult, and not just my baby girl.
Mom.
You were so cute back then. Even cuter than now.
Stop.
And you had the biggest head. Everyone said it. Everyone said, that's the baby with the biggest head.
Bowling ball head. The bowling ball baby.
Yep. And it was all your dad. On my side, we all have perfect, tiny little heads. Like golf balls.
Mm-hmm.
So, what do you think about the whole August thing?
Moving in with her?
Yeah. I guess it's a big decision, moving to Chicago.
Yeah, that's putting it mildly.
Would you want to move in with her?
I'm not sure. What about the Andromeda and Francine? It means starting over, kind of.
Yeah. But it could be nice to get a fresh start. We've been through a lot of big changes this year. You've been through so many big changes. But I mean, we're making it work. And whatever we decide, we can make it work. I'm confident in that.
Yeah. Me too.
We should call August and tell her about all this.
Oh, hey, August, guess what? Our dad really is our dad.
You can sleep easy. We're not French-Canadian after all.
Whatever we end up doing, I'm glad you're with me.
Yeah. Me too.
Ó, e assim termina o jogo, gente. Bem bacana. Então é isso, galera. Eu vou ficando por aqui. Se curtiu, se inscreva, curta, compartilhe esse vídeo com seus amigos e sim, clique no sininho da alegria para acompanhar os novos conteúdos. Agradeço a sua companhia. Até o próximo vídeo. Fique em paz. Aquele abraço. Vamos ver os créditos, né? Mas fui.
I can't see no more. I will miss your heart so tender, and I will love this love forever. I don't want to be a bad one. I can't see. This is why I am lying when I say I don't love you now. 'Cause I want